Just yesterday, someone came up to me and they said, I'm doing what I do because I have to. And it just stirred something inside me. It made me think back in 2007 when I had looked at my advertising firm that I had built over almost 2 decades. And at that point, it had been about 14 years in business. Now it's been literally over 2 decades in business. And I thought, in 2007, I was miserable. I had millions of dollars in business and I was literally miserable. I had created a job for myself. I would start sometimes 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning. I would work until 9, 10, 11 at night, sometimes work all night. And I had created a job that I hated. And I had created this job because I didn't want to work for somebody else. And I had established in my life these rules, what it means to me to be responsible. And I thought that I had to do it. I unconsciously became the employer of so many people to build this big business and to sign new clients and to make sales. And we did a lot of good things. So don't get me wrong, but when I heard that person just yesterday say to me, I do what I do because I have to. And what they were talking about is they go to work every day because they have to pay the bills. They have to trade time for money. I believe that everybody, that you have a voice, that you have gifts, that you have a story to tell, that there's something that you've experienced deep down that's given you a glimpse of what you can be, who you can be, and what you can become. And there's a way for you, for everybody, to capture those gifts and find a better way to give, a better way to love, to find the meaning in the relationships, the people around you, the way that you serve other people, to become a helper in your life and to reframe what you actually have to do and spend the time working on aligning who you are inside that creates your world outside, to become inspired, to do something that I call the gifts formula. How can you become giving every day to free yourself? How can you become inspired and find that free fuel, the unlimited energy from deep down inside? How can you focus all of that energy on helping others and on creating your ultimate life? How can you bring tools together that have already been created by others and become resourceful to then serve more people, including yourself? When you say to yourself, I do this because I have to, make sure it's the adventure that you've chosen. Choose your challenge. You have dormant gifts and resources, and today can be the day where you wake those up. You don't have to suffer through mediocre or average. I was suffering through it. I was a business owner at the time. I still am now, but I was doing a business that I literally had created for myself that I hated, and you don't have to do that. You can launch your life. You can share your gifts. You can be authentic. You can challenge the norm. You can find the short path between where you are and where you want to be. And it all starts with stopping what you're doing, giving yourself some space, which I invite you to do right now, to contemplate. Just ask some better questions. What could I be if I started right now? Where could I go? What could I become? How could I serve? How may I serve? You have amazing gifts, and now, this moment, today, is the only time, the only place where you can capture those inner resources, that inspiration, that power, share it, and create the life that you want. It's 2014 right now. It's a new year. We're coming into the spring. Lots of things are starting to grow. When I look back now at what I've created since that moment of contemplation in my life in 2007, I've taken a business with 22 employees and shifted my whole model to a work-at-home model. I work with wonderful people all over the world. I've got clients that I get to work with on projects I never thought I'd ever be able to do. I get to work with business owners and leaders and people who want to identify their dormant gifts and resources and become something that they never thought they could, to break through the disciplines and the disappointments that they thought they had to follow, and to turn their life into a new routine, a new ritual of growth and progress. I get to do that every day because I stopped what I was doing. Even though I had so many of the things that I thought I wanted, I wasn't fulfilled, and now I get to do that. And there's absolutely no reason you can't follow that same process. So stop what you're doing and contemplate. If today was your day, what would you do differently? If today was your last day, and you wanted someone who you love, who you care about, to not make the same mistakes that you made, and if you were laying there, about to die, People are throwing dirt down on your face. I hate to put it in such graphic terms, but sometimes that's what it takes. What advice would you give the family members crying and looking down at you about the gifts that you have that you never took the time to share? This can be your time. This can be your moment. What is it that you would tell them not to forget to do, not to forget to give, to love, the meaning that you would want them to create in their life, the legacy? What kind of a difference would you like them to make? What would you change? What would you have them change right now? And then wake up to this moment, because this moment is one that you can do that for yourself. You have that opportunity. Today's the day. Share your gifts from the inside out. This is Nate Lindquist from Innerspire. Share your gifts.